So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Steelers' 11-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He dropped it or couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. It's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I got it. Under 10. Under 10. Easy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Switch.
On third down, Roethlisberger gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
They'll run for it with Samuels. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
45, Mike, 45.
Roethlisberger will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
McFarland once more. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll run with McFarland, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way.
touchdown, Atlanta.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Wiggles free. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Lock 80. Show that bench release and go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Well, that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Here's Gurley now, toss right. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
the 50.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Ryan to throw. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another carry now for Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, they could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
A 46-yard attempt.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds.
It's caught inside the 25. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Today's final score.